Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Just before I got on here, I'm feeling hear him say, "It's the eye of the tiger, and I'm ready to fight. Sing for my glory." Remember that one for Rocky Bum. Of the tiger. So okay, I don't know if somebody says that whatever Jupiter 1111 and put in this DM and said to me he ready to fight. Okay, I can't post no more songs. You seen last time a little boo boo thing. I told you about mom. She put that don't put no songs on there, cause I tell you they gonna get you. Well, that could go two ways. Either she put fear in me or because of her spirituality. She's gifted too. She's seen it coming down the pipeline. So they finally got me and said block. So anyway, especially it would have been all right when I was a little kind of like 50 subscribers, but then when it kind of went up to 1,000, they're like, no, we kind of watching you now. And so, so I'm like, oh my God. So that's why I got blocked because of that song. Oh my God. So anyway, please, I put it on my community tab about what Jupiter 11. It feels slanty or something. What's going? Maybe I got to meet you. Uh, to okay, wait a second. Like when I gotta find that sweet spot. You know that sweet spot's where you have that. So yeah, please watch Jupiter 1111's Divine Masculine's SOS. I mean, she put it down way. She took it to the next level. I was just asking for her to just tap in and tell what the divine feminines needed to do in order to help them. I don't think she's going to go beyond that and open up the waters and the universe, and you can hear the angels say, ah, and they come and crash down. I mean, let me get serious, okay? Keeping it 100. When she was doing the video, I swear I cried. I was eating. I said, well, I'm going to eat and watch a video at the same time. I found myself stopping this and sitting just like this, you know, just like I'm just in receiving. Before I knew it, I was doing light language along with her. As I was doing light language. Now, I had not known. My mom can speak light language. She can do that. I didn't know that until I started speaking light language with my dad. When I try to do some energy things, because for me going to Patricia Mcnealy things, I've learned how to, and I hadn't became brave to do the energy and to move the stuff. So I was moving energy on him. And I remember one time he was like asleep and he was like, whoa, like I had sent some energy to him. So I was like, okay, this is about something. And then one time I remember I was sitting by his bed and I was holding his hand and I was just kind of like doing this and I started speaking and language started coming to me. Light language had pretty much been, because I remember when I was small as well, I had this dream where I was in like this hut and I had this man who was like Indian, like Native American Indian, come, and I was sitting there, I had my dress on, I was a little girl, had on the little kind of boots that a little baby girl toddler would have, and my grandfather came, and I could tell that was my grandfather. I don't know him, you know, whatever, but I think I've heard things about through my mother saying about their great, well, I guess that'd be 3 times great for me, I guess. Grandfather got long hair and whatever like that, and they swore he was Indian. We don't know what the heritage is to this day, but whatever it is, I seen him. I went back lifetime and I seen him. He came and he told me, he spoke light language to me. I remember that because it had a lot of knock on something to it like that. And I could tell. And I was like, and I was listening very intently. This small as a toddler. And he's like, you understand what you have to do? You know what your purpose is? And I said, yes, grandfather. And so then he ran off, got on the horse and ran off. For that time, I always knew something special was put into me. Same thing like that. This came back. Whatever kind of light language that he has put in and passed on his great-great-great-grandfather through the dreams, ancestors. He might have just represented ancestors. This period. Came in there. I released it on Dad. I remember that. That's probably why he maybe stayed as long as he did. And then I went on ahead, and she was saying, and I was saying along with her, and tears was just coming down my face. They were just coming, these streams of it, and I could feel it. It's like, thank you, Jesus, thank you. Somebody heard my prayers. Thank you. It's like on the behalf of DM. Thank you, thank you. And as she was saying it, I could hear them saying, yes, you are free, release, you are free, release, you are free, release, you are free, release. As she was saying it, that's what I heard her light language was saying. You are free, release, you are free, release, you are free, release. And so, it's like it was sending like waves. So it kept on doing that, as she was doing that. And then I'm just seeing, so the next thing was that while she was doing that was that I was feeling, she went on and said, okay, now we're going to do the karmic. I said, oh, here we go. We getting up for warfare. Soon as she had said that, I had my eyes closed. I could see every divine feminine is like, you ready? You ready? They looked at each other. They said, let's lock hands. One divine feminine grabbed hands and held. The other one, she looked on the other side, hold. And it formed like a chain, a human chain or a divine chain. A divine feminines locking hands. They say, okay, let's send all this energy. Even my head is rising as I'm saying this. Let's send all this energy to this group of divine masculines because he has sent out the call. Then she was like, I see the angels. The angels are descending. And they almost like buildings. And they're like, like those, oh Jesus, what was that called? Fallen Angel? It was some movie. I could see it. And sometimes the angels would be perched up on the ledges of the buildings, and they would just kind of be like waiting, or they might be mid-air waiting. I could see them. And it's like, okay, this is about where we can go. Now, I'm going to continue on from that and saying, why at that point is like these angels are in mid-flight. They're they're hovering, almost like an airport, like we ready to land. They're literally, this is what I'm getting. They said we're literally getting the okay from like an airplane ready to land. We got to get the we've got to get the authority and the okay from the tower. Okay. The tower is going to be able to tell when it's time for us to go ahead and land and descend on this situation. Now, this can happen in two ways, okay? This is what I picked up for my guides, my angels, my higher self. They're saying one way it can happen, the divine masculine has to just go ahead and ask. I told you, angels are very polite. They'll be around. They'll literally be just like Birdie Swerty back here, and I'm just waiting, okay? I'll wait for the okay. When you get the okay, he'll swoop on in and then, go on ahead and do it. That's the same way with the angels. The angels will go on ahead and say, he said okay. And they're like, all right, shoo. Then they go on ahead and descend on the situation. Second way it can happen is that you get, I call an override. And they will do it. And I have experienced this several times. Sometimes you can't do it, but in a situation that seems impossible, you're like, okay, I know everything might not be matching up. I need an override on this situation. You override it. The override, which means they don't need to get the okay from you as the person or the divine. They could just go on ahead and just swoop on in because universe is already, the source has already given the okay for this to happen. So that's where you get divine intervention. It's like, just like my dad's favorite song, oh, after you done all you can, you just stand. So you done did everything humanly possible. You really at the point that you saying my back is literally up against the wall. I don't know no other kind of things, how to deal with this karmic. I done did everything. I done told her I don't want to choke her to daggone death, because that's really what it's about to come down to. I'm being real honest with you. Because, we getting to the point that it's getting real, and I seen that on the side of a truck. We're at the apex. This is like really like in the songs, like I know I did violin and music, where we come to a big crescendo, and this thing is really building to the great tower, whatever. Like I say, fall, which is like I say, we waiting on the tower to give the okay, which means again we waiting for this tower moment to actually happen. Okay, so when this tower give us the okay on it, we gonna descend, do whatever we gotta do. I think it was some movie. What's that? Oh Jesus, I can see this here. Pulp Fiction. And when they, like, he made the call, he said, I need the cleanup man. They gonna come in there and shoot and get rid of all that stuff. He gonna know that the karma, you gotta know that the karma situation existed, because you gotta learn from it. But it's gonna come in there, clean house, turn stuff over, and to the point of it's like, you know what, was it the divine masculine here or what? Gonna get him in, get him out, real like that, real stealth mode. Okay, my thing also, again, to you divine masculines, you cannot be in, like my dad said, after you done all you can, you just stand. You can't be in Donnie McClurkin mode if you ain't did no kind of work, you know, on that. You know, that part, you got to do some kind of work. You know, faith without works is dead. Okay, so if you know that you have seriously, spiritually, mentally, physically, psychologically, have done everything that you can in that situation to find yourself out of it, then yes, if you're watching this channel, my heart is burning. If you're in that really this flaming on, I see why I say get the hot or get the cold water. You're going to see why you need it. This part is, again, do the work. Do the work. Okay, if you know you did the work, then this prayer and everything that Jupiter 1111 released to you is for you. It's going to propel you and push. It's going to open up the doors like the Red Sea, just like Moses. And you're going to walk up through, say, oh my God, I've been doing this all along. All of a sudden, stuff just opened up for me. I don't know how this happened. You know, this here. So this Tower moment that's going to come, because some of the divine masculines, they're not really willing to move. They're at the point that they're really paralyzed by fear. They just really don't know what to really be doing. That's the same thing like that reptilian brain. The reptilian brain, once that kick in, it just really, you can't think. You know, I'm not like Jubilee Level could get scientific on it, but I do know what I do know. That reptilian brain kicks in, which you can't think at all about what to do. If you wipe your behind, blow your nose, scratch your nose, dig your nose, you don't know what you're going to do. Scratch your head. You just like, That's why you see some of the animals, and when they charging, and you just see the little animals on Animal Planet, and they just like, and you're like, Dad, run, Forrest, run, Bunny, run. And it's like, you know, they had time to do that. So you kind of got to get out that paralyzed by fear that you have right now, divine masculine too. But again, like I said, if you've done all you can, you know, I always think of my phrase that my mom said, God takes care of babies and fools too. And right now, some of you all might fall underneath the fool category. And it's just not an insult. The fool means you just don't know. You're just ignorant to the fact of knowing what to do. You know, it's just like naive. Let's do better. I don't like ignorant. But you're naive to knowing what's the next step to do. Okay? So that will cover you. Baby means you're just brand new to this. It's like, oh my God, you know, I didn't know what I was getting into. Is this like, this is new experience? I know I want the divine feminine to be with her. You know, this is all new, you know. So sometimes those things when you're in a baby or a fool, as my mom always used to give me, the baby or food, that the universe always has a way of protecting you. You got extra protection, because if you fall underneath those things, sometimes that's when you get that override. You know, that override, like they say, when you go to the store and it's like, this ain't coming up on the scale, that the UPC code ain't working. And they're like, okay, well, it say it's on sale. What it say? It says two for $2, but it's coming up with $1.99. You know, for $1.99 for each one of them. It's probably 2 for $2. Okay, use the override code. Okay. And they use the override code. That's what I'm talking about with the universe, what I mean, the override. Because sometimes I know what I'm talking about, but those of you all that might not have known, because I used to work at Lord & Taylor. And that was the thing, you know, they were saying anybody that works in customer service, they know that. Do override whatever it is. So the universe and the angels is waiting for them. They at the cashier, like, we ready to cash him out. So he's standing here and we ready. So what you want us to do, boss? They waited for the manager, which is the universe, say, give him override. Say, free from karmic. Okay, we about to enter that in. And say, there you go. Take your freedom now. Go ahead. Have a nice day. Have a nice life. Bye. And out the door. Oh, that one. You know, that's what I say. Or either you do it yourself, you know. But that's what I'm picking up there. I kind of feel the energies leaving and morphing for the DM. And on that part. And it's like we kind of ending. But that's what I wanted to channel. And kind of almost give like a... not like a director's cut, because I didn't direct what Jupiter 1111 did, but I did ask her, and I think, and let me say this, I thank you so very much. I love you. We've got to do lunch. We got to stop this playing, and definitely email each other, and let's get this done so we can take us a selfie and post it to all our subscribers so they can say that we work together, because they know, they just feel the love. I can see it. I just love Jupiter 1111, and I'm so glad she sent me to my channel. I was going over there to hers and seeing, oh my God, she is right. She backing up everything you saying. Oh my God, it must be true. So those are the things that, you know, we have to, and to me, on this channel and that experience that we have, and she has done that on hers about the other, that's what we're talking about, this sense of community as far as these divine feminines. Like I seen in that vision, oh, stop it, don't you even try it with my sinuses, or they've been interested. I ain't nervous right now. That's what I'm saying about these divine feminines. We are supposed to be like that vision I seen in there, where we just simply just say, link up, and there's one hand to the other. We put our hands together and we can form that divine chain. And the things supposed to change. And I could see it. It was just like a flame, say, like dominoes. And it just lit up. And it just said, okay, now send it. And you can see us just send it. Right down from the 50, those 50 divine feminines, sitting right on down there to that 3D divine masculine, whoever it is. And I told you, it's like a tree. So he went there, and it's just like, okay, that one. You know, like they have that map from outer space, and you can see lights just a little bit from other little places. I know you can see because I'm sending it to you. And then, you know, they say, oh, this earth, oh, this light is on in this place. And you could just see it, and I can see just like those streams of energies being sent to just those ones. Just only that code and went to them DMs, not everybody named mama. Now, let me say this. It was felt, I just got this because I scratched my head, just like a wing of a butterfly reverberates, and just all of them together, and how it changes the environment and the atmosphere. Now, it did from that divine masculine, that vibration did ping like a cell tower to the others. And they's like, wait a second. Like, what the heck this damn? What the hell just went on? Okay, something I feel changed. I don't know why. It ain't for me, but something. So we did a little kind of, it's just like a little bump for these other ones that it didn't go to. But they felt it, that energy, like, shh. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Share, like, look at the video as much as possible that you feel instructed, especially those who feel like they are in this third party situation with this type of divine masculine, with this karmic that's in this situation, because it's got to be time. Because I've had, and I hope, and I'm respecting this, but she's not the only one. I seen on oh my God, oh boy, Touch of Tarot, talk about this divine feminine. Now she's getting, I mean, not this divine, excuse me, the divine feminine's divine masculine in this karmic situation. I know how to clean it up. This karmic is getting to the point that she's getting violent. Now, this violence is coming out in different ways. The violence is coming out of physical, mental, verbal abuse. I've had a client even came to me, and I did a reading for her that is coming to the point, and excuse me, but knowledge is power, and I think from your story, this might help her to strengthen others. And I'm not going to get very detailed about your situation, but getting to the point that you getting violent against the DM, but then you sending other people to get violence and do some physical harm to the divine feminine, get real. You want this man that bad that you've got to go ahead and do some physical harm to the divine feminine. If you have to get a person like that, then you're going to get that person, okay? But you sure enough by the universe is not going to support that and sustain that relationship to last for no long period of time. Because what's thought off wrong and is done wrong, sure enough don't end up right. That just don't go right. That ain't how the universe works out. And not in the way that you doing it. And not in the way that the universe is going towards and how it's supposed to be a new world and a new universe being set up. Let my communication go. Don't even try it. Getting to the point that you are doing things of that nature, then you don't deserve to be with a person that's like that. I mean, if you got to do those tactics, those things are only temporary. Those are temporary holds on a person. Point blank. Things cannot last for long underneath those conditions. It's a faulty foundation that you are putting there. And just like anything, just like the new house they used to have here in Chicago, they looking all pretty. This like my house pretty much. I fell underneath that thing. They had time enough. They was building houses and rehabbing them like funny. And they looked all pretty. I got a jacuzzi tub and all this stuff up in here. Say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And then years down the line, stuff falling apart. I said, what the hell happened here? The daggone thing, I can't use a washing machine no more like it used to be down here. I got to plug it and throw it somewhere out in the sewer system. I got to roll the line from it. It's a whole different story. Y'all don't want to hear. That's a whole different thing. But anyway, my thing is they were so quick to put these houses together and to flip them over. That's when I was in that flipping houses mode. Everybody flipping and flipping. Ain't nobody really caring to see, okay, was this really put up to code? Was this done right? You know, you had people come out there and do house searches and seeing. But on the outside, you looking at, say, oh, this look beautiful. You got this, that, so many bedrooms. Got this updated appliances, stainless steel, yada, yada, yada. You know, and then you like, oh, yeah, sold. Bam, I want this house. And, you know, and then when you're in there, this falling apart, this got a short, this electricity ain't working. You can't plug nothing in this outlet. Bring it back to the store. That's the same thing is with this karma. After a while, it looks good, but baby, it's going to start crumbling. After a while, it's not going to sustain. One built on a firm foundation ain't going to stay. Because you went about it wrong. And like I said, this new order of the world in which we going, like to see Luna Ass saying the galactic year is over and we're getting into a new order in July. That kind of energy is not going to sustain in this new direction that the universe or the source is setting up for. You know, either everything going to be on the up and up, or you got to be the up and out. And that's in several ways. Either, you know, spiritually you hear, you see a lot of people checking out. Either they're saying, I'm checking out, I can't do this, I ain't going to be a part of what's about new that's going on. Or some of them, like one of them readers said, told me about my dad, said they checking out so they could come right back on in and finish out and help out some more. Okay. But that kind of doing is not going to sustain and stay in this new type of world that the universe and the source has set up. That's just not going to go. Of course, you're going to have them still. They're going to still exist. I'm not going to say that because I can hear them say, we got to have a type of order here. You know, darkness and light live together. You got to have both of them in some ways. But you can't keep on doing the old ways. You've been doing this for a while. It's just not going to sustain now at all. That's like me putting in some cheap, after a while in the car. If you know you're supposed to be 93 and you've been putting 87 grade gasoline in there. It's gonna run, but it's gonna wear that sucker down because that ain't the type. It's the reason why it need that 93 type of gasoline in there. They ain't just said 93 for no reason. You can't put no 87 in no Porsche or no Maserati or whatever, box, whatever it's called. Like I said, that ain't okay. Thank you. That ain't gonna work. Okay. That's my message to karmic. Okay. So please share, and share whatever things that I have about this DM. Share that as well. Definitely share, especially the one I did with the prayer. I might redo that again. Share and like that as well. Share and like Jupiter 11's 11. The more lighting up that we do as divine feminines and divine masculines. Again, even if he is not your DM, say this don't resonate at all, but I feel for this guy or this dude or whatever. Let's do more than just feeling. Let's pray. Because again, I think of that song that said, I pray for you, you pray for me. We are all a part of God's body. And we are part of the universe. That's why I seen them link up. They get it. That's why this channel is called Divine Unisouls. We're one. I stress that. We are one. We forget that. I forget that. But that's what we are. We're one. We are one. If we don't remember anything else, that's why we pray for others. We see them as light workers. We can't see somebody in distress and just keep on walking and say, oh, that's nice. Hey, but I'm doing my light work. And then walk on it. I'm busy doing my light work. I can't stop to stop you. I can't stop to pray for you. No. Nope. Now you didn't turn karmic. You see that happening, you pray and say, okay, I don't know, this don't resonate with me, but at least I'm going to give out this one time. I'm going to sit here and pray, listen to this prayer, and whatever the divine sunshine says, and what the Jupiter 1111 has said as well, okay? All right, so keep those things in mind. I went over, but I felt that this needed to be said. I ain't got no song, so this should be able to be uploaded. Next video there will be, I'll be going into the my cards and give you the energies for the week in my Divine Sunshine weekly report. All right, and tune in. All right, until next time, if you stop it right here and say, nah, that's good stuff, I don't need no more. You ain't gave me an earful. Praise you, love you, bless your ministry, go on with your light worker self. And like I said, like and share my video and her video. So the more we get out here and there's more of this prayer and this energy to help this DM, that, like I said, butterfly wings, reverberates, and it like a ripple in the water. It goes over and it makes changes in all aspects of the divine, of the twin flame collective or the divine unisoul collective. Keep that in mind. Not just that, ripples like water. It affects all. Just like you drop one little pebble in there, it don't just do just that little area. You see it reverberate amongst the whole water. That's what that prayer does when you do that. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay elevated. Namaste, Namago.